I can see her.
Hi everyone, we're going to go ahead and get started. Can everyone hear me and see my screen okay? You can see the Goreact presentation. If you can't, let me know and I will stop. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. My name is Monica Munoz. Many of you know me. So today we're going to go over Goreact, which is a new tool that we are piloting. Okay, so just to go over some kind of ideas of the pilot. Right now, its primary use is for online and hybrid courses. So we're going to do a quick pilot for the next year, but we're going to try to focus on online and hybrid. This tool is a video tool that can replace some of the other tools that you're currently using. And so we'll go over some of the functionality within Goreact. It can be easily graded and integrates directly into our Blackboard Grade Center, similar to VoiceThread, Turnitin, those tools that some of you use. What's nice about Goreact is it supports feedback features. So it has rubrics in there. It's got some great peer review options. You can set time limits if you want to have a student maybe make a video that is, a 5-minute pitch. And I think one of the coolest parts is the fact that you can use this for group assignments. So group assignments can be used by turning on multiple cameras, and students can actually create a video when they're not in the same room. So those are just kind of some tips and tricks. But before we get started, I want to show you a YouTube video that just kind of shows you some. Let me just make this so that you can read or hear my screen. Sorry, one second. Optimize for video clip. Okay.
Way
this
to
is
give
just an overview of what Goreact is.
Goreact is the best way to give feedback on student videos. It makes life easy for educators and improves student outcomes. Research shows that watching yourself on video combined with feedback from a teacher or mentor is the magic formula for rapid skill development. Video is essential in disciplines like language training, communication, teacher preparation, nursing education, performing arts, and others, especially when teaching these courses online. But educators have told us that adopting video is a huge headache. Some options require expensive equipment, complex setup, or don't provide the right feedback options. Free tools often don't comply with government regulations and data privacy requirements, and it can be impossible to get these tools to play nice with your LMS or grading platform. There's frequently a big misunderstanding of the limitations of campus tools designed for lecture capture, content distribution, or video storage, leaving teachers to wrestle with technology that's just not made for formative feedback. That's why we built Goreact with the actual work of educators in mind. Goreact makes adopting video hassle-free. There's no equipment to buy. You and your students can record videos using any camera, including your smartphone. Giving great feedback is simple and can be done live, later, or remotely, whatever works for you. You can leave comments as text, video, or audio, and they will all be time-coded to the exact moment in the video. And since Goreact was designed with you in mind, we've added tons of features, such as customizable rubrics to match your curriculum, LMS grade passback, reports and analytics to show you how students are learning, and an easy-to-use flow that allows you to critique an entire video without ever leaving the keyboard. Our users say Goreact is perfect for all types of video observation and assessment. It's great for collecting evidence for accreditation and preparing your students for certification. To date, over 4 million student videos have been submitted for instructor feedback, helping students learn critical skills every semester. See why Goreact has become the industry standard for student video assignments and how it's making life easier for educators at hundreds of universities around the world.
Okay, so that just gave you kind of an overview of what Goreact is. It's a video tool. It's really great because students can record themselves and then you can watch presentations, or again, if it's for a business class, maybe a pitch. And so what's really nice about Goreact is it's really made for educators, right? And so the very first kind of option you get is that you can create a new assignment. And so it can be graded. The students can earn points, and they can even provide feedback to each other. And so some various types of assignment that Goreact uses is the standard assignment, where students can record their own videos. And again, they can do a group video, right? They can add all the screens together and do kind of a group presentation. There's a stimulus option, which means you can provide a YouTube video or a video of yourself, and it will record the student while they watch the stimulus, okay? And they can, it'll record them watching the video, if that makes sense. And so if they're watching a video maybe in a different language, they could translate what they're hearing. And then the last option is comment only. So students can analyze a pre-recorded video and add time-stamped comments in. So that would be great if you wanted to maybe create a intro video for your class. Then students can go in and watch that video and comment at certain places if they have questions or feedback for you. Okay. It also provides various types of feedback. Okay, so you can set up the assignment so that students can submit to the assignment, watch something, comment on something, but then when they provide that feedback, how do you want that feedback shared? So you can do it privately, so only the feedback is given directly to the student. You could do closed peer reviews so that there is a peer review rubric you create and they can quote unquote grade each other. Or you can do an open peer review. So that might be helpful for an intro video if you want students to be able to see each other's questions or comments. So those are your options when it comes to the feedback the students can provide. And then it's great because once you choose how you want the feedback shared, then there's multiple avenues in which students can provide feedback. So there's text, they can type in directly, while they're watching the video. They can do video feedback, so they can, and this is also for you as well, right? You can provide this feedback to students as well in a video format. So maybe you watch their video, but you can turn on the video feedback tool and talk directly to the student where it timestamps in the video. Hey, at the 2 minutes, I really liked that you asked a question. Or same with audio. You can click the audio tool. This is similar to VoiceThread, right? Where we can give feedback in a variety of different ways. So you could do audio and just click on that and say a quick little piece of feedback. And again, it timestamps it. You could upload something if you had an artifact, YouTube, library. There's a lot of different options when it comes to providing feedback. And then my favorite part of this is that it's great for peer reviews. So this is just a little screenshot that you can create rubrics, and you can provide that rubric to students if you want them to do peer reviews for each other. So maybe everyone's going to create a video and then they're going to use a rubric that you've created to give feedback to each other. Okay. And the best part about this is they have a very robust feedback tool. So on the left-hand side, you can see the elements. They've got points, maybe checkbox items. If you want to do a qualitative scale, you did good, you did poor. And so those are kind of just some quick options that VoiceThread gives you. Or I'm sorry, Goreact gives you. Goreact, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually show you the tool. I just wanted to give you some idea and context around what this tool provides. Does anyone have any questions yet? No? Okay. You can always type into the chat if you need any help, and Cheryl can support. But I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into Blackboard so that you can see from an instructor view and then also from a student view what that would look like. Okay, so let me go into my course. Sorry about that. Okay, so if you're in Blackboard, you can add a Goreact assignment by choosing Build Content. So usually we go to Tools, but for Goreact, it's going to be under Build Content, okay? So I'm not going to walk through that, but I just wanted to point out that here is the Goreact link under Build Content if you do want to use it. Okay, so these are just my options, my demos that I've created. So this is a Goreact assignment. This is the icon. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this demo. And again, this is all from an instructor's view. Okay, the very first pop-up you'll get is something about your browser. You want to make sure it's up to date. I am not. Shame on me. But you can close that and then that won't reappear again. So this is from an instructor's view. When I click into this assignment, I can see on the left-hand side that I'm on ungraded, and I've got 2 videos here that are ungraded. You can click on graded and see what videos have been graded. Okay, I can see right here that this is an open peer review. So peers see and critique each other's recordings and can see everyone's feedback on all submissions. So I like this little lock because it will tell you the level of security you've put on the assignment. Okay, and then instructions, this will tell you how many points that you have created for that assignment. So the interface is very easy to use. It just will list all of the videos here, just like it would for Turnitin or Safe Assign. And then I can click into this and start to grade the assignment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let this play because this intro video is actually really helpful. It's kind of silly, but I'm just going to go ahead and play it just for a little bit so you can kind of see a demo of how to provide feedback while you're actually watching a piece of content from your students.
Hey there, welcome to Goreact. You're gonna love it. This video isn't long, but it is helpful. Stick with me and you'll be a Goreact pro in no time. The video you're watching, this video, is playing in the Goreact feedback screen. Adding time-coded feedback is simple. See down there where it says add a text comment? That's the comment area. When you start typing a comment, the video will automatically pause. As soon as you hit enter, it will start back up again. Give me some feedback by typing in the comment area. Thanks for the feedback. I'll work on it for my next welcome video. Did you notice your comment appeared with your name and a time code in the feedback stream? If you want to jump to a specific point of feedback in the video, you can simply click on the comment and it will take you there.
So it also is nice because as I type, it pauses the video. When I click enter,
try clicking on the comment from
it. Like
if you want to jump to a specific
comment, and it will.
If you want to jump to a specific
video, right? So it's time stamped here, and then it will jump the video to that exact area that I have made the comment.
Point of feedback in the video, you can simply click on the comment and it will take you there. Try clicking on the comment from Steve Rogers.
Okay, so that's just a short little demo. I just wanted to show you that as you type, the video pauses and it does timestamp that feedback for the student so that when they rewatch their own video, they will see the comments come up in real time. So this is really great to give feedback to students during their recorded presentation. Again, here's all your options. You can do video or audio feedback, or you could just type. And then again, if you'd like to, you can delete those comments. Okay, and then grading is really simple. The points right here that you've set, I can mark 10 and hit enter, and that grade will be passed back to Blackboard. Okay, any questions about just the basics of watching the video and then commenting? Good question, Meg. Does it have to be an assignment? It does have to be an assignment in Goreact, but you do not have to enable evaluation. So you could just make it, not enabled in Blackboard, but then go ahead and create the assignment in Goreact. Apologize. Any other questions? Like a lecture, exactly. Will it timestamp when the student reads it? Yes. So good question. Well, so if I hit play, I'm going to say type here now, okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and roll my...
Click on the comment and it will take you there. Try clicking on the comment from Steve Rogers.
There you go. So did you see that glow? How it pulls up Monica Munoz type here now. So if I say it's great, it will just show up right there at the timestamp when the student is watching the video. And they can come in, and if they don't want to watch their full video, they can just click on all your comments.
If you want to jump to a specific,
jump to that specific time code. So they can just watch or read your comments at that time. Perfect. Any other questions? No? Okay. I do just want to, again, this interface, very easy to use. The right-hand side will be the feedback. The left-hand side will be the stimulus that you're watching. You can speed it up if you'd like. It's awesome. You could do the same thing. And then right here, this is where if they wanted to upload a PDF or a PowerPoint. So let's say they're doing a presentation and you want their artifact attached, okay? If it's a preset, but if you allow it, I can click on Show Presenter Attachments and it will give me the artifact that is uploaded with this video, okay? I don't have anything in this one, but if I clicked on it, it would give me a list of a PowerPoint I'm sorry, a PDF. Everything uploaded does need to be a PDF. That is one thing. And then I can download the entire package if I'd like this, and it will download with the comments, and you can print the comments separately if you'd like to do that. Okay. The last thing I want to show you is down here. It says show feedback graph. I'm going to pull that up. What this shows is the times in which everyone has added feedback. Okay. So if you wanted to post a lecture video, let's say, so I'm going to do an intro lecture, 3 minutes, just introducing myself to the class. This will show you where all of your students have commented. And what's nice about this is maybe at 55 seconds, I have 3 comments, and that means those students all have a question about the first assignment on the first day, or where to locate my Turnitin link, right? So this is kind of helpful because it will show you if there's areas in the video that have a little bit more feedback than others. Okay, Lori, great question. Where would the attachment show up? So I'm going to go ahead and click on this. If there was an attachment, it would be right here. So instead of add attachment, you would see PowerPoint 1, and you could just click on it and it would download. Good question. Sorry, I should have uploaded one that had an attachment. I apologize for that. Okay, so I'm just going to go back just to see. Okay, so now that I added that 10 points in, you see how now I've got 1 here, and in my graded column, I have that demo video, and it shows the score that I added. Okay. What I want to show you now, does anyone have any other questions before I move on? That's just the basic instructor side. But what I also want to show you is what the students see. Okay. How did you grade? Sorry, Glow. That's a great question. So when you're in the video, on the right-hand corner up here, there's a yellow bucket, and it will tell you how many points it's out of, and usually this will be blank. And then you can just type in the 10 points and hit enter, and then that's how we graded it. Sorry. Okay, so that's for, again, this is this instructor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull over the student panel to see what the students see. Okay, so when the students log in, they can see, okay, I haven't completed this assignment yet. It's out of 10 points, right? I can hit start assignment. And what's great is I can see that I haven't submitted anything, but I do have 2 peers that have submitted comments, right? Because this is a standard assignment that's open to a peer review, all of my classmates will have their videos posted here under peer, okay? But again, mine, I haven't started yet. So I'm just gonna walk you through the process of if a student wanted to submit a video, right? How would they do that? So this would be start assignment. I'm gonna go ahead and click. You can put in a title, okay? And it's going to put the student's name. Here is where, as the student, I could upload PDF slides. Okay, so if I have a PowerPoint, I can save it as a PDF and upload that right here. And that's where, Lori, you would see the actual attachment in the video. Okay, and here's another great tip. I can upload a video if I have already made a video, maybe on my cell phone, or I use Snagit or Camtasia. I can upload something if I have an artifact, right? If I haven't, I can directly record in Goreact. So this is another big, powerful part of this tool, is that students can use this to record instantaneously. So I'm going to hit record just to see what my options are. Okay. The very first thing is it's going to have a pop-up. So you want to make sure that you don't have your pop-ups blocked. And it's going to say, do you want to use your camera and your microphone? Okay. So I'm going to hit allow. I would like it to use both. And then it shows that my camera and microphone both passed. Right. And so that means I can see a little idea of what I look like. I can see my camera. I can flip it if I want to mirror it. Okay. And then there's a troubleshooting link right here, but I'm going to hit continue. Okay. And now I can see a preview of myself. I can see down here if my microphone is working, right? We don't want to get into the red, but we're in the green. And then I can click on record. And now it's recording my entire area. Okay. So I'm going to hit finish, just a very quick video, and then it will process the video through. And I love, and now it's recorded. As a student, I can clip it if I need to, very basic editing. I can rewatch it, and then I can decide whether I want to post or delete it. Okay, so I'm going to hit post just for this. And now I can see under mine, I've got my student, my video, and I can critique it if I also would like to add. And now, right, as a student, I can critique my own video, which is nice. Okay. Sorry, is there a rubric? Okay, so let's go back to the faculty side of it. Yes, there is a rubric that you can create. The only downside is that you might want to turn off this autoplay because that can get a little annoying. This one does not have a, let me try this one. I believe I had a rubric in. Rubric enabled. Okay. So let me go to the rubric. Okay. So this is just, again, I did a quick rubric. I like that they are able to, you can edit a lot of the different types of questions you use. So this one is just a check mark. So were they articulate? I can click on that. Were they poor, fair, good, very good? You can change all of this. There's a type feedback. So I can type in feedback to the student if I'd like. And so creating the rubrics are very easy to do. I love that Goreact has made it pretty simple for rubric creation. And so let me just, can they edit it later? They can't edit it later, unfortunately. That's a really good point. I'm just going to quickly do a test so that you can see what the rubric looks like, or all of your options with this. So again, I just added it quickly. I'm going to say it's a standard assignment. Here's at the very beginning, it tells you what kind of assignment you want. I'm going to hit standard, and then down here, I'm going to click next. And then here is where you can say, I want to use an instructor rubric, right? Not graded, points, or instructor rubric. I'm going to click on that. It shows the rubrics that I have in the past, so it's really great. It's very easy to reuse a rubric. But if I click on new rubric right here, similar to Turnitin, now I can drag elements over. So what's really nice is I can create a rubric that's very unique. So I can say, I want points out of, right? So I want them to do something out of 10 points. And maybe I want to do a few of these check boxes. Did they have, was this organization? And was it clear, right? And then, oh, maybe I want them to also do a scale response, 1 to 5, right? Or maybe a qualitative scale. So you can make a very unique rubric and attach points to certain descriptors, okay? So it's very easy to use, and I love that I can create a copy, I can preview it, and I can reuse it again later. Any questions about the rubric? Sorry, I kind of jumped into that. Oh, good. I think so too, but I think it is a pretty good design. And I love that you can easily reuse your rubrics. Okay, so that was just the basic. I just wanted to show you the student and the instructor view. Does anyone have any questions, general questions, or any features that you would prefer me to go over? Will you remind me how to get to the rubric? Yes. Okay, so let's go through that process one more time. So if you want to create a Goreact assignment, right, even if it's worth no points, we're going to go to build content and then Goreact. Okay. And we're going to say, I'm going to say this is my lecture video. The only way to enable evaluation is to make sure right here where it says grading, you hit yes. If this is set to no, this means that the students will not be, this will not be added to the student's grade in Blackboard. Okay, so if I wanted to do a lecture video, maybe I leave that at no. For this purpose, I'm going to go ahead and hit yes and put 10 points in. Okay, and I'm going to hit submit. And that gives me this little link. But this is similar to all of our third-party tools. Now I have to go in and set this assignment up. Right? This isn't enough. I added the link, but now I have to go into Goreact and say, what do I want it to display as? Okay. And then, so here's where you create the new assignment. You can copy from a previous assignment that requires you logging in. So for this, as you all get started, you're going to want to create a new assignment. Okay. And you can press this down arrow and you've got, again, the standard, the stimulus, which is going to prompt you to add media. So you're going to have to give it a video for this one. Or comment only. So this is something that I'm going to click on comment only because I really want my students to only comment. Okay. Yes, Sarah, you can use it at any time. I'm glad that you can see it in your course. So comment only would be great, right? So I'm going to click on that and then hit next. This is the second part of the setup. Okay. It's comment only. The comment is private. So maybe I'm going to change that to be open. Maybe I want everyone to see each other's comments. Okay. Source media, see how this is required? This is saying I need to give it a video, okay? So let's say that I have my lecture video, I'm just gonna upload that right there and the students can listen to me, And then grading and evaluation, Lori. So here is where, instead of putting not graded, you'll want instructor rubric. And this is how, if you click on instructor rubric, it will prompt you to either create that rubric or use rubrics in the past that you have, okay? And so what I'll do is I'll just click on this rubric that I have already and click OK. Okay, and now it shows me I've got the instructor rubric. It's worth 24 points, and that's going to cause a problem because I didn't do right. I did 10 points in my Blackboard. So just always make sure that your Blackboard points and the rubric points add up to the same. Okay, and then again, there's a lot of other options. Instructor attachment. Maybe I want to use this to upload a PDF of my PowerPoint slides, or maybe I want to give very specific feedback instructions. I can do that here, and I can even create a video for students. So it's really nice because it packages it all together and it says, here's your instructions, you know, here's how I want you to do feedback, and hey, here's a video in case you get stuck. Okay, you can do that all at the same time. And then I'm going to go ahead and click on, oh, well, if I could, I click on done. Mariana, do you have some clear instructions written up for a video to give it to students how to use? Yes. Okay, that's a great question. So my last slide is right here. Helpful links. I'm going to send the slide deck to everyone. One of them is the instructor training materials and how to add this to your Blackboard site. I will add a link in here for student help on how to submit a video. So that, thank you for that, Mariana. I will add that, and then I'll send that out to you. Here it says not graded. Can you override points? Can you override points, Meg? That's a really great question. I don't think so. I think that if you say, in Blackboard you can, I'm sorry. So if you say in Blackboard you want it to be worth 10 points, but then you don't put any points into Goreact, you could go into Blackboard and just override everyone's grade and give the points that way. The only way that it will push from Goreact in is if you're grading within the Goreact, that little yellow box at the corner, or if you're using a rubric, right? If the rubric is disabled, then yeah, you can definitely override. I assume the grades are automatically synced. Yes, Glo, great question. Are the grades automatically synced? As long as you're using the rubric or points and you're going in there and giving the students their actual grade. So for this one, we've got a 10 out of 10. That will automatically push into Blackboard, yes. And the same if you're using a rubric. Whatever points are in Blackboard, that will get pushed. I'm sorry, in Goreact, it'll get pushed into Blackboard. Good questions. Any other questions? Did I go too fast? Do we want to see anything again? This is a brand new tool, so I didn't want to go too in depth. I don't want to show you all of the tips and tricks. Definitely reach out to your instructional designer, but if there's something kind of general, I definitely can review that. When you create a video and want to snip part of it off, do you click the scissors? Yes, you got it, Lori. So that was a really great point, is that if you're recording the video before you post it, now that is the thing. Once you post it, you can't edit, I don't think, the timing. But when you were in that recording screen, yes, you use those little scissors. If you click on it, you'll just drag it to the time that you want to snip out. But it is very basic. So it's going to only say, like, I can clip from 10 to 15 seconds, right? I can't do anything fancy like I can in Camtasia. It's going to act more like Panopto's snipping tool, which I can, maybe I'll, you know, cut off the beginning or the end, but it's pretty basic, like you said, scissors and then click the time period. Perfect. Sarah, can you show the analytics? So funny you brought that up. I saw that amazing analytics in the video, and all I could think was, how do I get to that? So that is something that I believe you have to do in the admin panel. I'm going to click view report. So sorry, Sarah, let me do that again. So when you're in your Goreact assignment, on the right-hand side, there's these 3 dots, if you can see those. I'm going to click on that, and then there's a view report feature, okay? So I'm going to open that up, and what it tells you is all of your users, and it just gives you some basic analytics, okay? Just things like total score, videos presented, word length. It looked like they had a little bit more robust analytics, so I will ask that. We have a meeting with our rep next week, so I will ask him if there's anything more than just kind of these basic comments and word counts. But that is the only analytics that I was able to find inside of here. So good question, but the 3 dots at the corner will give you a report for each individual assignment. Thanks, Sarah. Lori, how long of a recording can you make or post? That's a great question. They told us there was no cap on limit for the timing. I think he said he did a 2-hour video one time of a translation. But I will get 100% feedback that is true. Usually everything has a limit. We really encourage faculty, if you're creating a piece of content for students, between 5 and 7 minutes. And then maybe if the students are presenting, 10 to 15 minutes. And so really we shouldn't be going over 15, 20 at the very, very max. But if you're using this maybe for a group assignment, I can see that maybe a longer video might be appropriate. So I will get you a final firm answer on how long recordings can go. Any other questions? Thank you all so much for attending. I appreciate it. This is recorded, so I will send out a recording of the video plus the slides that have the quick links for your students. If you have any questions and you want to go over this, please, again, reach out to your instructional designers. For many of you, that's me, Litsu, Mariana, Sarah. So if you, Lori, actually, I think you're all mine. So if you need anything, please feel free to reach out to me and I can do specific directions or videos for your class once you start using it. It is available right now. If you go into your class, you should be able to click on build content and you'll see Goreact listed right there. So perfect. Get in there, start using it. And if you have any questions, let me know and we can always meet one-on-one. Thank you everyone so much. And yes, please send this to your colleagues, Sarah. That would be great. Thank you, everyone. Stop recording.